So, I watched a video not even like long ago. It was 2 weeks ago. I'm a subscriber of the hockey guy, and been a long time fan. Watched him since like he had, I think around 2,000, 2,500 subscribers, around that, something around that. Very early on, and I always appreciated how much work he put into something he wasn't making a lot of money. And he made a video release recently about no longer being relatable. We're talking about that, what some people say about him. And I think it kind of helps you put in perspective how much the guy's been through since the beginning stages of YouTube. And I think it was kind of beautiful in a way that you really kind of just him open up and tell you like the beginning journeys, like the beginning stage of YouTube. And like he was in kind of a dark place mentally until, he met on, and I think that's beautiful. And it makes you appreciate people that have a love and a passion for anything they do in life. And it's something I kind of want to make sure that I try to do. It's actually funny. I had a good friend of mine, co-host of my other channel, TSP. He told me recently, and I'm bringing this up because the hockey guy brought it up. He's like, hey man, you're kind of covering mainly Bruins and like Rangers and this, and like you need to kind of start covering more teams. He's like, I know you watch more games. And it's like, when the hockey guy said that you need to cover more teams, so it doesn't seem like you just cover a few and that's it, so he can have like a full, like, be as objective as possible. He's 100% right on that. For a guy that's trying to create a hockey channel, that's how you have to do. Now, if you want to create a fan channel of a certain team, that's completely different. Like Steve Dangle, who's also a great content creator in his own right, like he's a Leafs guy, and there's nothing wrong with that, but the hockey guy. Some people at times, and it's kind of peculiar in this way. Let's see if it flips around, if it will do that for me. Nope. I was going to switch arms, but we're going to stick with this. I'm not even editing that. Upside down Captain Paul. One of the things that kind of makes it interesting for me is that the guy, he stays so objective, and I never thought that was a bad thing. I think as a content creator, you gotta try to stay as objective as possible. There's a lot of things the hockey guy does that I kind of realize I need to be better at myself. I need to cover more teams. I do watch games, but I'll fully admit, like, I just want to go to sleep some nights. Like, I'll watch a game and I'll just go to sleep. Sometimes I'm so busy I can't watch the game. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, I love what I do for a career. I don't have the availability right now, especially, but like when I'm working, but I don't have the availability to make a million videos. I wish I could. I just can't. And I just have to say, for the people that, talk down on a guy like Shannon, who, he's unbiased. Oh, he's too generic, or not generic, but he's too, what does it say? Like he doesn't curse, he censors himself, because that's something he brought up in the video. I think that's ridiculous. I think it makes complete sense for a guy like him not to be cussing up a storm. Now, there are particular channels that, hey, that's worked. That that's a continued downpour. I'm trying to find a nice place in this overhang where it works, where you don't have to cuss, and you don't have to, where they do cuss and they're excessive with their language. And that's completely fine, but I think for a guy like Shannon, just listening to him talk, a lot of knowledge, just speak on a lot of things that kind of gives you perspective on what he does. It just gives me more of a greater appreciation for him, not just as a content creator, but as a person. I think overall, he just seems like a very down-to-earth person. And that's a beautiful thing. In a world full of like massive egos, and he could have easily gotten like a Sportsnet or like TSN. I'm sure they've reached out to him. He's just very humble. He's happy where he's at, and he enjoys what he's doing. I'm thankful for there's like a guy like the hockey guy that, you want a person like that to succeed. You want an underdog like that to succeed. You want a guy who's been through it to find happiness and find success in life. Life is short. I don't spend my time hating on other people. I don't spend my time speaking down on other people. One point in my life, when you're younger and you're trying to be edgy, yeah, you get caught into that trap. But it's just amazing to see a guy like him succeed. And as for him not being relatable, actually, I think as he keeps making content, he keeps expanding. He does make those videos. He becomes even more relatable because he's very honest with what he's dealing with, and he's very honest with why he's doing something or something, like just his process. Yeah, he might not. Some people, oh, he doesn't have, like, it's just the whiteboard. I mean, like, that's all he needs. He's talking hockey. That's how he built his channel. The guy's knowledgeable. Even if you disagree, right, with something he says, you can't say it's from a place that's not. You can't say he popped, like, it just came out of his ass. Like, it's his logic is founded from a good place. Some people have different opinions, but, you know, generally he's very well informed. Whether you agree or disagree, you have to be like, I could see that side of it. And that's the one thing I've always appreciated, like, of a great content creator like Shannon. And it's just wonderful to see the guy happy and succeed. I mean, I hope at one point, I'll say this is the one thing, I'm a little bit different. I love my job. I love working on the water. I don't think I could ever leave it, but, you know, if I could even have a tenth of that guy's success, it would be amazing. So I've made a video on the hockey guy before. It's just, I saw that video and I was like, you know, you got to really appreciate what these type of guys bring forth. There's so much content creators that do some stupid stuff, vile, evil stuff. And you just have a guy sitting in his house, recording hockey, being uplifting, being positive. I mean, he's exactly what the internet needs, exactly what the hockey community needs. Does he have the ESPN, Sportsnet, you know, overlays and presentation or cut-throughs? No. Does he need to do footage with his games? No, he doesn't need to. He's so damn good at what he does. Just the basic, simple stuff of just talking hockey and being knowledgeable is far more entertaining than a lot of other people's videos doing the same. I think he's far better content creator than me. He makes me want to keep getting better. I love what the guy does, and I'm just so happy he's found success. Rambly, preachy video. I mean, maybe that's preachy, but if Shannon watches this, man, I'm so proud of you coming from, like, dude, I remember it's 2,000, yeah, it was like 2,500 subscribers, and to see how far you've come is just awesome. So, keep doing you, keep being successful, and stay true to yourself. So, this is Captain Paul. It is raining out here. We're not going anywhere. See you in the next one.